Good afternoon, everybody. Steve Georgia here, live from Allendale's trading floor. It is November 2nd, 2010. Kind of a quiet day in the grains. A lot of information coming out here over the next few days. First, the election. Also, the Fed decision that's coming out here later on tomorrow afternoon. We did have corn that was down about $0.015 today, mostly due to liquidation here, maybe a little bit of profit taking ahead of these decisions. Funds estimated positions here dropped by about 3,000 contracts. So there were sellers of about 3,000 contracts here today. Also, it was confirmed today that China did end up quarantining or rejecting, I should say, a U.S. Corn cargo. That has been talked about here over the last few days. Today, it finally came out, and it was that was true. But as I mentioned, we were only down about $0.015 today. We were down more than that early in the session. We saw the market end up fighting back late, and we'll see what tomorrow has to bring for us. But as far as the beans, down about $0.015 as well. It did start off higher this morning and then end up pulling back. A lot of the pressure today was from technical selling, so we ended up seeing that pull the markets back as well. And also, you got areas of South America that was in concern for dry weather. Looks like their weather is improving, and looks like they could be getting some rain here over the next few weeks. So that kind of weighed on the soybeans late in the session today as well. The funds, the estimated position there is that they had sold about 2,000 contracts today, so more of a lighter day for the beans. You did have USDA come out here yesterday. 96% of the bean crop here has been harvested. 91% a week ago, and if you look back, the 5-year average is at 79%. So we had harvested the beans here in a pretty swift and a pretty quick pace. As far as corn, we're 91% harvested. We're 83 from a week ago, and 61% 5-year average. So we're certainly ahead of pace there. So we could be seeing a little bit of pressure from that as well. As far as wheat, down 8 1/4 cents today. Did start off higher, ended up falling back right away off the open. You had first Egypt kind of snubbed us here on on some purchases of wheat. They ended up buying, I believe it was 230,000 tons here from Canada, Australia, and France. Nothing from us. That had kind of set the tone for the day. As funds were sellers of about 4,000 contracts. We did confirm a sale here of 110,000 tons to unknown destination, so that was at least good, but we did miss that tender from Egypt. So that kind of, as I mentioned, set the tone throughout the markets. Looking at some of these outside markets, crude oil up 95 cents today, put that at 83.90. So it did find some strength there. You've got a lot of guys now talking that we need to be closer to that $90 crude. Some guys were throwing out the $100 crude as well. But when you look at things, I think we found a little bit of support today in that crude oil, more due to the dollar being down 54 cents. So we're finding a very, if the dollar is down, it's either down sharply or it's up sharply here. And a lot of these outside markets really have kind of detached themselves from the dollar and following that. But we did find a pullback here as you've got the Fed continuing to talk about quantitative easing and potential lower prices yet as far as the dollar. Metals reacted slightly to it. Gold up $6 today. Silver's been the big market mover there as far as the metals, up 30 cents again today. It made new highs yesterday. It sits right near those highs again today. And it's certainly in an uptrend here. It looks like we could continue to see strength, especially around the metal markets in general. As far as soft markets, very strong. Sugar up 67 points today. We put in a new contract high for sugar. We went up above that 30.40, so just above that 30.5 cents. We did jump above that here today. We did not close into new highs, but we closed pretty close to that. Trend is still up. We do expect us to see further rally here and potentially fill a gap that goes back to 1980, and that goes up to that 35-cent area. So we are looking for higher prices yet as far as sugar. Looking at cotton, cotton was up limit today. We had 4-cent limits yesterday, 5-cent limits today. We were up 5 cents today as far as cotton. A lot of guys now targeting close to 141, so $1.41 yet. And we are, at this point, we could get there here this week yet, But, limit moves. It's going to expand again tomorrow. We're going to see 6-cent limits here tomorrow. So we'll see how fast it's going to take us to get to that. But right now, the target that a lot of guys are estimating here, more on a technical level, is that 141 area. As far as livestock, you had fat cattle up about 10 cents today, more of a quiet day. Their feeders up $1.20. You had hogs up $1. So finding a little bit of a recovery here after a sharp move or a sharp decline here over the last several trading sessions. Most of the jump here today was from the jump in ham prices, mixed with lower volume today, has pushed prices up. We'll see if it can sustain that or continue to rally throughout the week. So keep an eye on that as well. I do want to invite you guys out to our conference that's coming up in January, the end of January. You can get that information right off our website, or you can call any of us over here. We'd be glad to get that information out to you. Who's coming to the conference, where it's at, how do I register? Take a look on the website or give us a call at 800-262-7538, or check us out on the web, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today, and we'll talk to you later in the week. Take care.